project came to me when I was working with Linda Ward over the summer on a project with two French filmmakers. The project involved them going down the River Yelm on a boat. The boat happened to be owned by the Queen Anne's Battery, as they do a lot of projects with artists. It was through this I found out that they were looking a boat video made. Myself and Linda decided to take them up on the offer. They gave me a briefing that the students would also receive. As I wasn't prepared for this, the only footage I could get was on my phone.
Good morning everybody, and welcome on board. My name's David, and the gentleman out on the deck is Will.
That was enough for me to be able to make the script. The script I wrote over the course of a few hours, cleaned it up a little, and then sent it off. Later in the project, unfortunately, they decided they wanted to change a few aspects of the narrative in the script. Thankfully, they didn't change any of the outlying things that I had recorded. As the project progressed, Linda slowly took a back seat, allowing me to have more creative freedom over the project and choose how it worked. While she was the organizer of the project, most of the project was then taken over by me, and I ended up collaborating more with the Queen Anne's Battery staff on the project. The most important things with the safety brief were that I had to have it express all the points that came across in the briefing that they gave me at the start. One big problem was securing filming dates for the boat, as it was used to teach students how to drive boats and how to maneuver in the ocean. This problem was it was booked almost every day, with very few exceptions. I was lucky to be invited along on a day when the boat broke down. As well as that, I secured more filming dates on the boat's maintenance day, and as well as that on one of the student tutorials. To find a voice actor for the project, I looked on the internet. I found one that looked professional, and after listening to his SoundCloud, I was able to confirm that. I edited the project on Premiere Pro. This is because I'm familiar with it and I already know most of the layout. Not to mention, I had to stabilize a lot of the clips, and Premiere Pro has a really good warping stabilization tool, which allowed me to do it quickly and without much trouble.
I think the video itself is going to change the way in which we run at the New Marine Station, because we have these wet and dry briefing rooms, and actually the main idea for this video was that the video would be played like a helicopter safety briefing video in the dry briefing room in the morning, which actually makes the whole morning effort more efficient. When we're down on the boat preparing the boat, quite often the students arrive, and they arrive early, which is most commendable, but we have to then be very careful when we've got deck hatches open and we're preparing the engines. So to be able to put them in the dry briefing room with that video, and then also tie in the administration side, so the things like the crew lists can be done while they're up there. And when they get down to the boat, we're totally prepared, ready to go, apart from the toolbox sorts of them. So I think it's going to be a really huge advantage to us all the way around. I think there was quite a big change, because by coming down with us on the boat, you began to understand how important the safety factor was, and how important it was for the students to feel at home on the boat and feel that they knew enough about the boat should a situation occur, that they'd be able to be reactive in that situation.
I'm really pleased with it. I think you've managed to do the sort of information I wanted to have covered and be able to show that to students more than once and keep it really useful. I thought you've done a really good job.
Everything that I had wanted for the video, it's very important that it was informative and instructive, and the demonstrations on it were usable for the students, particularly if they're a little bit jaded on the morning they watch it. I think there's definitely scope for actually using the same kind of techniques actually for the individual practicals, particularly the slightly more complicated ones.
Ready to go. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Go. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.